Hello and welcome to this Scratch video tutorial. Today we're going to talk about the report function in Scratch that just got a major upgrade in version 8.6. You probably remember that reports were already available from the Scratch Web UI, like here, and the corresponding tutorial is still available on scratchweb.tv. So in today's tutorial we're going to have a look at how to generate a report, how to customize the report, how to create a PDF version, some tips about advanced customization. The reporting function has been extended to now be directly available from the Scratch UI in the Construct Tools menu. And as you can see, it offers several predefined reports from the most basic one to the full project. So let's create a basic report using one from the list in the left column. And then select the scope on the right side, typically the shots that should be included in the report, from the construct to the whole project. Just below I can enter any date or keep the displayed current date, and hit generate. I can select or even create a destination folder, which is super useful for sending reports directly to shooting days, camera type or VFX folders. Doing so, I'll get my report as an HTML document that I can print to PDF. In the background, however, Scratch actually exports an XML file with all the information, and this XML then gets converted to an HTML page using an XSLT script. Of course, if you modify the XSLT script, you can change the look and content of the report, but we'll get to that later in this tutorial. In the meantime, here is indeed a very basic report, so let's see how we can go further. We already had a quick look at our report dialog box, so to start with, let's create a clip metadata report and start by adding a logo using a web-supported format such as JPEG, TIFF, PNG, RGB or RGBA, and hit generate. Again, as soon as the report is created, it gets displayed in your default web browser. The report contains shot thumbnails and a default set of metadata including the colored sticky notes if there's any. Now if you wish or need to have additional metadata in the report, let's move on and make the report more informative. To select additional metadata to include in the report, you need to select the desired shots. Navigate to the media browser and from there to the metadata tab. Just as a reminder, media browser various functionalities are covered in a separate tutorial already available on Scratch Web TV. Each media type has its own set of available metadata items displayed as a list by Scratch in the Select column zone. Clicking one item from the list creates a corresponding column on our metadata page. You can also use the Create column and populate it with additional metadata using the FX function and its tokens, or use the same text field to fill it with your own text or any information that could be missing or required by other parties. Once happy with your metadata page, the most important thing is to save this page as a column list, because this is the list we're going to use for exporting our customized report. If I now load my newly saved list in the report dialog box and generate a report, it will display all the additional information we just added. So let's see how it looks like now. As expected, my report has now been generated as an HTML page and contains the project details, the extra metadata I wanted, the company logo, and I can still add comments while in the browser. Something important. Windows 10 and OS X have print to PDF functionalities, but Windows 7 doesn't, so you'll need to install a PDF printer add-on. Also, if you plan to print a PDF, you might need to turn on the Print Background Color option in the Print menu Advanced Parameters to ensure all colors and elements in the report, such as notes and custom color rows, are properly printed. All reports in Scratch are stored in so-called XSLT documents. XSLT stands for Extensible Stylesheet Language Transformation. You can customize the XSLT reports that come with the Scratch installer, or you can create new XSLT reports. In both cases, you need to copy the reports in the Scratch setting folder. So on Windows, they are in C program files as simulate settings and can be copied to C program data as simulator settings. And on OS X, they are located in library application support as simulator default and can be copied to library application support as simulator settings. Note, editing XSLT is not within the scope of this tutorial, but you'll find useful information on how to do that in the user guide appendix on www.assimilatesupport.com. This is it for today's session. I hope you found this tutorial useful. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.